So as you heard there, I am used to speaking in front of students, so my audience is a little bit different today, but in the interest of balance, I promise I'm going to treat you exactly the same. I travel around the country with an organisation called the Self-Esteem Team that I set up with my friends, my two best mates, Tash and Nads. We talk to teenagers about body confidence, mental health and self-esteem. And I think it's massively important to have that conversation with all kinds of teenagers, and I'm really excited to give you a little snippet of what we do in schools today to bring that conversation into the House of Commons. I'm pretty pumped about that. So what I'm going to do is talk you through just a tiny little section of our class. When we talk to teenagers about body image, self-esteem, what we talk to them about is how their brains work. We look at how your brain works, we look at how the world around us works, and we look at how those two things currently are kind of fighting against each other. I think that that's really important to understand when you're talking about balance and empowerment as well. I think that when I'm talking to teens and I talk to them about what goes on in their brain, one of the most important pieces of information that I can give them is about how their subconscious works. We all have a subconscious, and it makes up the lion's share of our brain. That means that all of these messages that we're surrounded by slip into the most powerful part of our brain every single day. Now, we could be living in a world where those messages are filled with empowerment and things that are going to make you want to go out and grab the world by its horns and take control. Unfortunately, as I think we all know, that's not necessarily the world that we're living in. I know that today is about making change. I know that today is about addressing those things so that we can create empowerment. But I think that whilst we can do that on a grand scale, we also all need to be doing tiny little things every single day to help make that change possible for ourselves. So one of the things that I'm going to teach you, I'm going to give you a little tiny class, is about how you can look at advertising and how you can start to train your subconscious to see it differently or to challenge it. I'm going to kind of get you to think about your morning, what's happened to you this morning. I want you to think about the noises that you've heard, the things that you've seen when you got out of bed, when you made your breakfast, when you got dressed, when you were on the bus or the tube or in your Uber or however you got here. And all of the images that flashed past you that you didn't really concentrate on. All of those images are things that will be slipping into your subconscious. Largely, we live in a capitalist society, and that means that making money is really important. The best way to make money is to tell people that you have a product that they need. And the best way to make them believe that they need it is to tell them there's currently something wrong with them. That means that all of those images that you've seen today are going to be images that tell you that there's something that's a little bit wrong with you, and that's why you need to buy what they're selling. Now, when your subconscious is in control and 90% of your brain, your subconscious is taking those messages on, it means that we live in a really dangerous world. We've heard this word already this morning about questioning, and I think one thing that I've learned through my life is that questioning is the most powerful tool that we have. We're all able to ask questions about what we're seeing, but we don't do it often enough. I think one of the most inspirational things I ever learned to do was to question the world around me, to question the things that I'm seeing and to ask why they're happening. If you do that, you're engaging your conscious brain. You're not letting these messages slip directly into your subconscious. And that's something that I think we can all do every single day. So, in the interest of balance and empowerment, without making this about males or females or people of different ethnicities or backgrounds or from different countries with different languages, in the interest of what happens in every single human brain, I encourage you to question the world around you, because that's the thing that's going to make change happen. Thank you.